back to Unfiltered Bull Sessions. We're on episode 10. 10? We made it to 10. Yeah. Yes, girl. We're consistent.
You know what? That's what my clients have been telling me. Like, oh my god, you guys are so consistent. I'm like,
I know. Yeah, we love talking shit.
Literally.
Yes.
Okay.
So today's episode, we're not going to go over weekly recaps because we have...
Yeah, no. Oh, wait. Yeah, no.
No. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, so today we're going to go over some Am I the Asshole and get it off your chest segments. I feel like these are like a fave for a lot of people.
They do well on TikTok.
Yeah, they do well. I know. People be getting mad up in TikTok.
Okay, so the first one, we actually got it submitted from our Google Forms. So if you don't know or if you forgot, just remember that you can submit any of your stories or problems, issues, whatever, on our Google Forms under our link tree.
Yeah.
They're all anonymous, so just remember that.
Yeah. Okay,
so this is Am I the Asshole one. It says, I, 17 female, was in a situationship, and in parentheses she says, never officially dating, but he didn't want me
to see anyone
else, and neither did I. Okay. With a 19 male, let's say his name is Josh. Another J.
It's always J's. I'm telling you, it's always J's. J's are red flags.
That's so weird, you guys. Every
is.
single one has been a J.
Everyone.
Yeah. Okay. We had.
But she said that's his fake name, but still.
Yeah.
We always use J names for fake names.
Yeah, they said Jared, Josh.
Oh yeah.
Juan or what was it?
Juwan.
Yeah. Joanne. We had been in this situationship for about a year. It was very toxic to the point that my family didn't like him. He was constantly talking to other girls, lying to me about it. He, Josh, had been going through family issues and got kicked out of his house, so I would sneak him in every night for about a month through my window after my family went to bed. One night, Josh had gone out with a couple of his friends and came to my house, since he was staying there, drunk. As soon as Josh had climbed through my window, he joked that he was Eskimo Brothers with his friend. Let's just say his name is Jake. Another
Day.
Okay. I had asked Josh who he slept with, and he described the girl. I knew exactly who he was talking about. 2 minutes later, he said he was joking and that he would never sleep with anyone that Jake had slept with. And she put like a bitch really. I was pissed, but I also felt that I had no right to be mad since we were never officially dating. This also wasn't the first time I found out that he had slept with other people, but it was the first time he directly told me, and he tried to play it off. Me and Jake are the same age and went to school together. We also had the same friends.
Yeah.
Our friends were planning on throwing a party, but Jake isn't much of a party person. The week before the party, I worked on trying to convince Jake to come to the party. Eventually, he caved. While I had no intentions of ever getting with Jake because he's one of Josh's closest friends, I thought to myself, if Josh wants to be Eskimo Brothers with Jake, I'll make sure he's Eskimo Brothers with Jake. The night of the party, after many drinks, me and Jake fucked in the bathroom twice. The next morning, Josh picked me up and I acted like nothing happened. Am I the asshole for making sure they were Eskimo Brothers? P.S. I ended up blocking Josh a couple of months later and I've never told him what I did. But he's heard the rumors, which I've denied, lol. You guys, I cannot believe someone submitted this to us.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one because...
Perfect punctuation, perfect wording. Whoever did this, I love you.
I know you're an honor rolls girl, 17. I know you're an valedictorian. I know. I see them. Everything's like, her vocabulary and everything.
Yeah, that was a really... Talk about petty perfectly. Like, talk about petty revenge. That was petty revenge.
No, that's not fair. Okay, like, even if you don't feel like you have a right to say anything, again, if you guys are sleeping together and having unprotected sex,
with you.
Not only that, unprotected sex, like, if he's having, if he's having sex with these other girls and he's coming back and, like, fucking you, like, that's risky, too, because, like, if you're over here being loyal to him, like you have been, then that's not fair because it's just like, what the heck, dude? Like, I have every right to say it because you don't want me messing with anybody else, so why the F? I don't know why I say that, like, why the F after I said bitch, fuck, this, and I'm like, what the F? After I just said a whole bunch of bad words. Anyways, but yeah, no, you are not the asshole girl. That is what he gets. I know people will agree.
You are the winner.
I feel like the only person that would disagree with this is men.
Oh, for sure.
In that sense.
We're gonna get all those comments on TikTok.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. You guys probably did say.
You stiff underwear, BITC, like that guy. Because I was like, dude, that was a real sir. I'm not over that. Because
literally,
that freaking reel is still... It's still going. I'm like, dang, people still... I still get, like, likes on it. I'm like...
Clearly, guys get offended when you talk about smelly balls because they stink.
Oh, yeah, that one, too.
He's like, you guys smell like fish, too, bitch. And?
Like, no one's talking about that. Like, the video's not about that. Maybe in a different segment you could chime in on
literally.
A girl's... He just felt like I was attacking him for smelling his...
He felt so triggered.
Tell me...
You
like
stink.
Telling yourself, like, tell me you scratch your balls without telling me you scratch your balls and sniff it. Because he was definitely like, whatever. I was just like, we didn't say that there was anything wrong with the scratch and sniff. Mm-hmm. She's complaining about the scent. Yeah.
The title should be Eskimo Brothers.
Yeah. Oh, for this one? Yeah.
No. Oh. For the TikTok clip.
Oh.
Yeah. Eskimo Brothers.
Yeah, Eskimo Brothers.
This is a really good one, but no, you're not the asshole at all. Whatsoever.
I feel like, again, because you didn't have a right to say anything, so that's why you never said anything when he hooked up with girls. So I don't think he has a right. I guess the only issue with this is that they were friends. But
and now they're Eskimo Brothers.
Yeah, they're Eskimo Brothers.
So now they're even closer.
Yes.
That's funny.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And so, no, girl.
Okay.
You do you.
So, the next one is another Am I the Asshole? And it says, am I the asshole for not returning my friend's wallet? So this guy that I hung out with It's because they put it wrong, but I'm trying to correct it, but I just can't.
You're like reading it, but
my mouth doesn't want to say you.
Yeah.
My mouth wants to say a. Okay.
That I hang out with. So
this guy, see what I mean?
Yeah.
So this guy that I hung out with has almost the exact same wallet as I do. Size, color, stitching, just the texture of our wallets is slightly different. So anyways, we were hanging with some friends and decided to call it a night. While I was grabbing my stuff to leave, I grabbed his wallet by mistake. I had already thrown my own wallet in my gym bag I kept with a change of clothes because I go over straight after work. I got all the way home without realizing. I lived 20 minutes away and it was raining at 11 o'clock at night. So I get a phone call maybe 5 minutes after I get home. Hey man, do you have my wallet? Check my pocket and sure enough, it's there. Tell him I'm sorry, I have it. He said, well, I need you to drive it back to me. He doesn't know this, but I have to be at work at 8 in the morning and leave at 12 the next morning. But I didn't say this. I just asked him if I can bring it to him early tomorrow. I know I messed up. He said, no, bud, you messed up. I work early in the morning. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, he said, no, bud, I messed up. I work early in the morning and I want to go out, so I need my wallet. You've got to bring it to me. You messed up. You've got to make it right. Mm-hmm. Dude, it's raining and late. I don't care, man. That's my property. Well, of course, but we're friends and you should be able to trust me. That's not the issue. That's my property and you can't keep it. If you don't bring me my wallet, you're no longer allowed at my house.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, I guess I'm no longer allowed at your house and you can come get your wallet tonight if you really want to go out so badly this late. Otherwise, you can wait till the morning before I go to work. And he decided to come and get it. I ended up giving him $20 as well since he drove out, and I guess we aren't friends anymore. Am I the asshole? Edit. Someone said to edit the post and talk about the visual impairment of the rain. It was hard to see at points in time. I don't know what you want me to say. It's Florida, April, and if you live in Florida, you know you know how chaotic the weather can be here. Sunny one spot, pouring the next, a drizzle here and pouring out. So like that, except dark, I guess. Also, if you say he could have gotten hurt coming to get his wallet in the rain, but call me an asshole for not wanting to do the same to either of us, then you're kind of the asshole. That kind of makes sense too, though.
Yeah, this one's tough because like if I took somebody's wallet, like I would bring it back.
Oh, for sure.
Like for
no
me,
doubt.
I would bring it back, but then you're just like, then it's like both of us are trying to be good friends. You're like, no, it's okay. Like I'll just pick it up.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it would.
But
be
that
hard.
guy was. I mean, the friend
was like, bring it here now, right now. Yeah. Like, was he going somewhere?
Yeah, he said I'm going out.
Oh,
so I need my wallet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Yeah, I guess. I would have taken it back. I don't know. Like, I would have taken it back since I accidentally was the one who took it.
But he said that the stitching is slightly different. So I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't know that that's not your wallet.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just, like, wasn't even thinking. I don't know.
I definitely don't think it was intentional.
Both sides. Yeah, I can see both sides, like, you know, whatever. But I just feel like if he was going out, like, you would want to... I would still bring it back to him because I am the one who took it. So I think for me... But then... You know, it's not an asshole thing of him to do.
Well, he was labeled as an asshole by Reddit. Look, right here, it says asshole.
Because he said no. If you want it so bad, you come get it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like
yeah.
I'm like trying to see both sides. Like I could see both sides, but again, going with the friend that got his wallet taken, he's going out, so he does need the wallet.
Yeah.
So like, if that were me, I would have definitely taken the wallet back.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it was my fault that I took it. So
yeah. Okay, the next one. My boyfriend hurt me during sex again. I don't know why he doesn't listen to me, but he is too rough. I love him so much, but he keeps hurting me. I've talked through with him before what works and what doesn't work, but he frequently forgets. Yesterday, we were having good and soft sex, I think? Yeah, but then he started to get rough, and when I protested, he muffled and restrained me. Afterwards, he told me he was sorry for getting so rough. I felt so embarrassed. I did tell him it was too rough, and he apologized. Someone commented that, but I don't know.
Down. Yeah. So let's get this down. You tell him you don't like something and it hurts you. He says, okay. He does it again. Yeah, he does it again. And you remind him, okay, one occasion of that is forgivable. And he's doing it over and over. That is not okay. I mean, like, I guess everyone has their own, like...
preference of...
yeah.
Rough. Soft.
Yeah. So when he started to do what you told him not to do, you protested, withdrawing your consent. Wait.
I think your consent.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to say. He not only stopped you from talking, but he stopped you from resisting. He raped you.
I didn't read this.
Yeah, he raped you. So basically, it makes sense because she said no. That is the definition of rape. You do not want to have sex that way, and he did it anyway. He apologized because he knows he did something wrong, but he's going to keep doing it. Yeah, this man is putting sexual pleasure over your emotion and your physical well-being and comfort. To me, it sounds like you're very young, probably in the honeymoon stage, right? Well, his behavior is not going to stop, and it will get worse. Get out. Leave this man who deliberately is hurting you.
Yeah,
that's true. Like if that's not your cup of tea, and he's doing that, like of course there are some girls
and how
that
do you
like
forget?
That. Yeah, she's probably like fragile, and if she's literally saying that she doesn't like it during too, like I feel like they don't forget that, like maybe he needs to find somebody who likes that, because everyone has their own thing. She likes it soft and whatever, and she needs to find somebody who could do that for her, because at the end, if he's having to resist what he likes as pleasure, and someone's gonna have to compromise. Neither is going to be happy because there's going to be resentment further along. Like when people do that, when they try to like, oh, I'll do it because he likes it, but then like you don't like it, so you're making yourself uncomfortable every time you have to do it because you're just trying to please him. So it's like, have you ever heard the term of like it's better to change men than change your man? So it's better to change your partner than try to change your man because again, it goes back to like not wanting to have resentment on both sides. So yeah, that's not cool if that's not what she wants.
Definitely. Okay, the next one is, I'm gonna do this one first. I've been releasing rats into my mother's house without her knowing. Okay.
Rats.
To keep it simple, growing up with my mother was nothing short of torture. She had 6 kids that she couldn't afford and blamed us, so she treated us all worse than dirt. Every kind of abuse you could imagine. Being the youngest, I had to spend about a decade with her alone once my siblings went off to college and distanced themselves from her, and by extension, me. Life with her alone was combative. We physically and verbally fought all the time, until one day when I was a 16-year-old and she was a 56-year-old, we got into a physical altercation so bad I shattered half the bones in her face and broke her nose. She had attacked me and tried to choke me unconscious, and I fought back harder than she was expecting. I was kicked out within 24 hours and lived on the streets for a long time. It's been 5 years since I've seen her, much less spoken to her, but I hear from my other siblings all the time that she's been getting crazier and crazier now that she has no one to direct that insanity towards. She's recently been trying to get my cell phone number from everyone around me, and it's really been pissing me off. Recently, my boyfriend of 5 years has been catching pack rats in his back workroom in a humane rat trap bucket, but he was tired of us walking/driving 2 miles to release them and jokingly said, we should just start dumping them at your mom's house, and she lives just a few miles away from him. I decided that sounded like a good idea. The next rat he caught, we drove down to my mom's house at 1 a.m. I hopped her fence and dumped the pack rat in her studio, detached from the house, and sent a video of it to my sisters for catharsis. Now every rat we catch, we drive down to her house, and I've slowly been getting bolder at where I leave them. If she leaves her car windows cracked, I'll drop it in there. If she leaves a window open in the house, I'll pop the screen off and throw it inside.
Oh my
I've even left one in her mailbox with a few cashews to snack on. Now, she's been spam calling one of my sisters, leaving her drunk voicemail, screaming that rats are infesting her house and that she needs help. But we all ignore her. Not sure how long I'll keep it up, but it's been fun.
Oh. What is it? That's kind of crazy. I don't know. I just do not like rats. But is there anyone living at the mom's house?
I think just her.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, girl, what about your siblings?
People. Yeah, I was they all left, and she was the last one left there with her for like a couple years.
Okay.
So that's why she was like, she got like the short end of the stick, you know.
So like all of them already know that that's what she's doing.
Yeah. That's crazy, huh?
Oh gosh. Scary. I mean, you have to be a certain kind of mom for your kids, for all your kids to like go against you, because as kids, like we love our mom. So like how bad does your mom have to be for you to like want to do that, you know?
Exactly.
That's crazy. And she broke her mom's freaking nose, basically. Oh, it must have been bad.
Okay, the next one. My mom became a mistress of a rich married man. I don't have enough friends to share this story with, but it's so fucked up I have to share it somewhere. Important backstory. 1, my dad cheated on my mom when I was little, so she hates cheaters. 2, before all this, she had a tattoo to remind herself not to get played by men. 3, me and my mom live in a small house and we're low income. Okay, story. A year ago, my 22 female mom, 48... Oh, so a year ago, she's 22 female, and her mom, 48 female, came home from a concert at 3 a.m. with a random man.
With a random man.
Yeah. Which was really weird considering she never brought home anyone. They were laughing and talking really loud, so I went out and told them to shut the fuck up, basically, because they woke me up. Then the guy went home. I asked my mom about it the next morning. She said he is a friend of a friend he met at the concert. Okay. Fast forward a bit, the guy started hanging around our place. They talked more and more, and my mom said that she's in love with him. As her daughter, I should be happy, right? Wrong. Because my mom also told me that this man has a whole wife at home, whom he's married to for 20 years. Gosh. But this man convinced my mom that his wife is a bad wife, and they are currently filing for divorce. Still a no from me, but whatever.
Yeah, it's always that.
Meanwhile, my mom's attitude towards me changed completely. She started being a bitch to me for literally no reason, and started talking shit about me to this guy. How I'm lazy and will never get anywhere in life, etc. I'm a university student. So I started disliking the guy even more. The shit show started going down around June last year. The guy changed his story and told my mom that he and her wife are, how do you say that? I've never... polyamorous.
Yeah. Wait.
Whatever. Yeah, it's like, it's polygamy, yeah. Because her wife leaves for weeks at a time because of her job, and he has needs. My mom bought the story without a question, but I knew his story was yet another fake one. Why? 1, they only met once a week, but because his wife thought he was working overtime those days. 2, he had phone calls at our place where he told his friends to cover for him if his wife called them. 3, he never took my mom out anywhere because he has lots of clients/colleagues and was afraid people might see them in public. I tried to convince my mom to break it off, whatever this is, but he literally bought her silence. The amount of luxury items my mom got during this period is ridiculous. Every time I try to talk sense into her, she accused me of not wanting to see her happy. It's not about that. She got a tattoo in February to remind herself not to get played by guys. Her ex-boyfriend was a piece of work too. Yet she's so blind to see that she's getting played right now. I found the guy on Facebook, but his profile is private, and I think his wife doesn't have Facebook. I wanted to reach out to the wife and warn her about this whole thing because she doesn't deserve this. I told this whole thing to my mom's friends, and they finally convinced her to give him an ultimatum. If they want to be together, he has to get a divorce. He swore he'll do it, but asked my mom to wait. She waited for 2 months and nothing happened, so she kicked him out and told him it's over. The funny thing is, the guy still brings my mom expensive jewelry and tries to change her mind. Meanwhile, he's stating on Facebook that he is very happy with his wife.
Wow. Good for the mom for actually seeing it, though, because for a minute I was like, wait. But also, if she's been single for so long, like maybe I think some girls, if they haven't dated a lot, they're kind of naive with men and think that
what they're saying is true.
Yeah, because, you know, I've had friends that don't really have experience dating because they have been with somebody for so long. So everything a man tells them, they believe. And it's just like, when you've dated so much, I think you learn to realize that words without action is just words. So, like, I prefer somebody to show me versus, like, tell me. You know, it'd be nice to have both, right? You know, you want somebody who could tell you how they feel and what they want and whatever. But you want to see somebody get shit done. Or, like, do what they say they're going to do for you.
Yeah.
I think that's the hard part, but good for the mom for finally leaving. But she also, like, had to go through that to realize, like, men are not shit sometimes.
Oh, no, for sure.
You know? Yeah. Do you want to do, like, one, like, get off her chest, or another one? Or which one do you want to do?
Yeah. My girlfriend technically did and didn't cheat on me last night. I'm not sure where to begin this rant. For context, I'm 22 male and my girlfriend is 21 female. A small but important detail to this is that my girlfriend, let's call her Sam, has diagnosed MPD. She takes medication for it and it's generally not something that really affects her day-to-day life. However, that being said, sometimes the other personalities slip out. I'm familiar with them and it's never led to any bad situations. That is, until last night. Last night, Sam was out with her friend. Now, I'm not here to debate whether she should have been with him or not, but regardless, she was. At some point during the night, one of her personalities decided to emerge. Let's call them Seth. I do have evidence to support that this did in fact happen, so I'm not inclined to believe it was made up. Long story short, she cheated on me. They didn't sleep together, but things got plenty bad enough as is. Not only am I angry at this so-called friend, but I no longer know what to do. How am I supposed to feel about this? I know it wasn't her fault. I know she wasn't in control, but she's still... her body, she still cheated on me. I can't possibly be angry at her for this, but it's breaking me. There's no guarantee it won't happen again, and just the thought of it boils my blood. I don't know what to do anymore.
Ooh, that's a hard one because so
is that multiple personality disorder?
So, like, I feel like with that would be hard because it's just like, so is this something you're going to have to constantly deal with because she has multiple?
Yeah.
You know, like, so he has to really look at it like, if he could handle it, cool. You know, and maybe do something where, I don't know. Or he's like, maybe you guys could both do it and, like, pretend it never happened. I don't know. So then he feels more content with it.
Okay, but
he doesn't
this is the
seem
thing.
like someone that...
He said that has never been an issue with her.
Or unless she's using that as an excuse.
Right.
Yeah.
Because right here he says, I do have evidence to support that this did in fact happen. Yeah, so I think...
Well, maybe just that it happened that she did cheat, you know? Like, that's
yeah,
what
but he literally said that's never affected her day-to-day life.
Except that.
Yeah.
Except cheating. Then all of a sudden it's
like... Yeah, because out of all things, it's like... I mean, I don't know how it works because I don't really know much in depth. Like, you know, you would think anger, lashing out, depression, like... you know, but like cheating.
I feel like maybe that's something like he'd have to really look for himself. Like if that's something he could deal with if he loves her. You know, if that's something he's willing to deal with. Like settle with and be like, okay, this is what it is, and she's gonna do this from time to time. I don't know, because I don't really know how that disorder works. So it's like I can't really judge that. But yeah. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. It's more of him. He would have to decide whether or not he wants to stay or go. Because you never know.
Ever.
Tricky.
This one's a short one. Took 10 years to see him for what he really was. When I was a teen, I was groomed by a much older man. I used to believe he was so gorgeous and I was so lucky for him to have fallen in love with me. The entire relationship was dreadful after the initial love bombing. I felt so overwhelmed and stuck. I used to cry every day and kept trying to find a way out until I finally did. Every now and again, I look back and feel more clarity about the situation. I used to feel longing and love for him, and now I just see an old, pathetic guy. Yeah. I find it hard to believe I was ever so hard on myself that I really thought I was undeserving of his presence. Although I know I was groomed, but it's also comical to see the drastic difference between seeing things as an adult than I did as a kid. That's crazy, because that happens a lot.
Yes, I was going to say that. I was like, I think this is very common when you're a very young girl, and I think we look at men like, wow, you know, he really likes me, and I can't believe I have this man. And
then
you become an adult and you realize, like, man, this guy's kind of a loser.
Yeah, for real.
You know, he's really not it. Yeah. So I feel like that's really scary. It's really scary because I think we see it a lot in young women and falling for these. And I feel
like it's becoming more like, not popular, but it's becoming more, and I don't even want to say normal because it sounds bad, but I feel like it kind of is.
Because it happens so
more
often.
Common. There you go. It's becoming more common. I feel like sometimes a lot of girls see it as like a brag. Like, oh, he says I'm more mature than the other girls. But kind of in a way of like, maybe you're just a little easier to manipulate, kind of play with. Yeah. Good for her for growing up and seeing that he is just a loser. For sure. Yes. Ooh, I feel my boyfriend doesn't find me attractive. Yeah, that would be a good one. Okay, my boyfriend, 21 male, and I, 21 female, just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. We moved in with each other pretty early on, and I think that might be why the romance side of things has fizzled out. Within the first month of being together, because the lease
was up at his place,
and he had nowhere else to go.
So, it was their first month. It was within the first month of being together, so they moved in together.
Oh, okay. It was completely my idea too. The first 4 to 6 months were great. Let's just say that it was both emotionally and physically fulfilling. Then a little at a time, the romance kind of fizzled out. Now it feels like I'm begging him to do anything romantic or intimate. He compliments me less and less, and I haven't changed my routine. I still try to look good for him and flirt with him, but it usually goes unnoticed. He has told me that he's just never in the mood and he doesn't like affection, which I don't believe. He was pretty affectionate during the beginning of our relationship. I just don't know what to do, and I'm tired of bringing it up because I think it's starting to upset him. I know he isn't cheating either. I keep telling myself that he's stressed or it's something out of my control, but I can't get him to open up about it. Any tips?
Okay. He's cheating.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of guys, when they get disconnected, it has a lot to do with stress. Sometimes too, it may not always be cheating, but
I feel like 99% of men, their love language is physical touch.
Yeah, it is.
There's no man out there that doesn't like to be
That's true. There's something missing. Like, clearly it's definitely something missing. Because yeah, that's true. It is touch. So I feel like if he's not connecting you in that way, there's obviously something wrong. Either he's he has an interest in something else, or he's just not into it, but he's comfortable. where is he gonna go?
I think maybe he's just tired. He's bored. Yeah, that's all I could say.
But then she's trying to, flirt with him, and
I know, but maybe he's just used to. Maybe before they were dating, he was just constantly dating different girls.
Oh,
so he's probably just bored.
Maybe he's not okay with routine. I was like, maybe
and she said he stopped complimenting her and everything like that. I think that's mean. Literally every day I could look like a fucking trash bag, and Eddie's like, oh my god, he looks so fucking hot. I'm like,
thanks,
leave me alone.
Thank you. I just woke
and up. That's 12 years.
Yeah. So that's just her first year. So that's just her first year. If it's
and I feel like if you're still okay, I don't know. I was gonna say if you still feel well, there's only a year. Yeah, I was gonna say if you still feel like you're trying to catch that person's attention when you're literally living together and you're in a whole relationship, I don't know, because I'm like, maybe I'm just too comfortable. I mean, we still both obviously try to look good for each other, but I don't look good for the intention of him complimenting me. Yeah. Because I know that I'm getting that regardless if I look like shit or not, you know?
Yeah. Like, you're not doing it for him. You're just, I'm if you get dressed up, it's for yourself.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. Tips, I don't know. Maybe, try something outside of being in your place. Like, maybe maybe he is bored and he's tired of, the routine. Go out or, I don't know, do something outside of, because if they don't have kids or anything, that's all I would say. What about you? What tips would you give if that was the
same? I think also just try to communicate as much as you can to find the issue that's going on with him, because you're kind of left in the dark. of why he's being the way he is.
Mm-hmm. You're kind of just like
change.
Because it's like she's kind of just guessing like, oh, I think he's not attracted to me. But like maybe ask him, figure it out. Like what if he's going through something that you don't know,
right?
And he's like trying to hide it because men aren't good with emotion. I feel like definitely. Too. So like
for sure,
you almost have to get it out of them to talk about what it is that they're feeling.
Yeah. Because it's only been 1 year, so it's not like...
Like, maybe there's certain things that he's maybe not comfortable just, like, telling you flat out.
Yeah.
You know, so it could be a lot of different reasons, like, you know, him not being happy anymore, or he's staying because he needs a place, or it could very well be he's stressed and going through something on his own that he hasn't communicated with you about. So, I think, just maybe ask and see what it is that... might be bothering him. So
that's it.
But I think we're gonna just finish off there for episode 10. But again, just give us your opinion as far as what you think of any of the stories we've kind of gone over and what you would have done. But other than that, we will see you guys on episode 11. Bye.